Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing a pullover from Public Spaces, a pullover that costs $150. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway. Um, Hybe has a sub label called ABD, and they did a little short showing their new girl group, like showing the members. It's just some dancing, and it's this. I'm not playing the sound because every time I do that, I can't upload the video. But you saw that, right? It's just it's a five-member group, and it's just them dancing, like like the background's like them tap dancing, like the noise. So you see the group, right? Okay. So if the background noise is just the sound of them tap dancing, and you saw the way they were dressed, just kind of like normal, like nothing special. I don't know what the concept would be. It's almost like like the person you went to school with or something. It's just like a like your average person. Anyway, just from that whatever 20 whatever 15-second video, there's already a bunch of people saying that they are copying NewJeans. And I just think it's ridiculous that every time Hybe, it seems like every Hybe or every female Hybe group is blamed or accused of copying NewJeans in some way. And obviously they're not, but it's just another example of the worst thing about K-pop is the fans. And the problem with NewJeans fan base is actually older men. Like I've seen like fan meetings, like without the group, like there'll be a fan meeting, like, and it'll be like at a coffee shop or whatever, and it's men between the age of like 25 to 45 years old, like that's their core fan base, because that's what NewJeans is marketed to. Like NewJeans is marketed in a sexual way, and so I don't know how you can compare NewJeans to this group from just this little. I don't know how many seconds this clip is, but none of this says like sex. So I don't understand. Like I understand like NewJeans, like NewJeans' first single is this, and of course I can't play the sound, and I don't. I wonder if I play it slower, will they copyright it? I don't know how people get to do like music video reactions and just play the whole video, and like their video's okay, but I play 5 seconds of a video and I can't upload it. But like everything about NewJeans is like flirty. They're dressed like they're dressed like the Mexican chick in high school. That's what they're dressed like. This is how Mexican chicks in, at least in LA, dress when they're in high school. Okay, so it's like showing lots of skin. They're doing it to get the attention, hence the song's called Attention. But as you can see, it's a more, I want the male gaze, I want to get looked at, I want the attention, hence everything about this is correct. But you can't go from this first impression, because this is like their one of their big songs, and then you can't compare that to this. I don't see how these two groups are relative. I'm just talking based on looks because we haven't heard any music from them. How can you say that this group is copying NewJeans? Like the level of, I don't know what word to use. Retardation. I don't know. Cope. You were reaching if if this group reminds you anything of NewJeans. Like this is almost, I don't know what the concept would be. It's almost like just graduating high school, about to go to college look. It's just like the girl next door look. Yeah, there you go. The girl next door look. So you're comparing the girl next door look to the I want male attention look. Like, come on. And like there's a reason why I have posters of her all over my wall. Okay, so like they're doing it on purpose. Okay, so I know. So I just don't understand. I just don't understand people, and I really don't understand people in certain K-pop fandoms. And you need to worry about NewJeans' critical thinking skills. NewJeans was on top of the world, and they ruined it. And so right now we know they have three members. We don't know if Minji's coming back, but I said back in September when they did the surprise or emergency live stream, I said Hani, Hyen, and Heron are gonna come back because they're the best three looking members. Because that's kind of all that matters in K-pop. And I said Minji and Danielle, you're gonna probably have to cut them. Now Danielle did get cut. Minji has been in talks for months, and it's taken a long time. So I don't know if she's gonna be back, but uh, I predicted that she wouldn't though. But I think Minji, the final factor for coming back will be how the lawsuit with Danielle goes. Because if Danielle loses the lawsuit, I bet you Minji will come back because Minji, doesn't want to get sued. So I think she's playing it smart and trying to see how the lawsuit goes. And I think Hybe's doing the same thing because K-pop is a lot of times your group is only as popular as the visual, and so you have High End, Heron, and Hani. They're three really good looking women. So that's good enough. And a K-pop group can do really good with three members. And if you want more, you can just add. You can add two more members to New Jeans, or you could add three more members just to make it a little different than the original lineup. That's what I would do actually. I would actually, because like Hybe has plenty of trainees. I would add three new trainees, so you keep the three best looking members of New Jeans, and then add three new ones. There you go. But I think what they're doing now is just gonna their new single's gonna be three of them because Minji's taking too long to come to terms with the company. But we'll see what happens. Oh, and then there was this other thing that happened in K-pop. I have heard of this group. I always bring up K-pop profiles so you look it up yourself. Rescene, okay? This is a girl group, relatively new. They debuted like 2 years ago. Their best song, my opinion, they have a song called "Uh-huh," and obviously I can't play it, but anyway, and they do fan meets. Like every K-pop group does fan meets. But anyway, someone gave the girls an inappropriate gift, and so because of that, they had a press release, and they said due to a inappropriate gift, this group will not be accepting any more fan gifts. And so I'm trying to think what would be considered an inappropriate gift. And so, my mind went to like maybe like someone gave him a vibrator or something. And I've been doing so much research, I can't find what the gift was. I've gone on every news site, every not every, but because I don't know every gossip site, but K-pop gossip sites. I've gone to Reddit. gone to Twitter. I can't find what the inappropriate gift was. And the thing is it real? Because now they're in the news cycle. This group, even though when they first debuted, I believe their first song was Yo Yo. It got some traction. Um, like no one's heard of this group. I'm talking about like you have like whatever like your top. Let's like name like your top 40. No, name your top 50 K-pop groups. Including men and women. So like your top 50 K-pop groups. Both genders. There's only two of those. So you name those 50, right? They're not in that. Rescene is not in that group. But now they're in the news cycle. So I'm thinking, and the difference between Korea and America, like America, like you'll have a celebrity or whatever, someone get in the news, and a lot of people's first reaction is, oh, that's fake. They're probably just doing that to get in the news cycle. In Korea, people think it's real. Like, oh, like what happened? And so I wouldn't be surprised if the company purposely did that, and I bet you the girls received nothing because like doing this research, they talked about other groups that got inappropriate gifts. One example is Weekly. I like Weekly. They kind of fell off, but their first two albums were really good. You should check out Weekly. But someone got each of the girls. I believe it used to be a seven-member group. I could be wrong. But anyway, someone at a fan meet gave each of the girls the brand new iPhone, like the latest model, and they weren't allowed to accept it or keep it or whatever, just because they just can't accept it. Well, and the reason was the person could put like spyware on the phone, so when they activated, the guy can like look at stuff. And then like there's been other examples where idols have gotten like stuffed animals from a fan, and there was like a hidden camera inside. So there's always someone weird, but that should have all like already been a rule where you can't accept gifts because it's just weird. It's like a famous person, having a fan meeting, like someone brings them homemade cookies. Like you're not gonna eat those cookies. Like I don't know. You're just inviting trouble. But I mean, I understand like a card. I get that. Like a card, like a card, which is just a piece of paper or a card in an envelope. I get that, but these bigger gifts, you are asking for trouble. But yeah, I looked and I could not find anything like because like all the news articles said the same thing. It's just that their company released a press release, like Muse Entertainment released a press release that they will not be accepting gifts anymore because they got. And it didn't say which member; just said the group received a inappropriate gift. I'm assuming they're not gonna single out which member because then they'll get stuff on their social media. But I just find it weird. But one, I don't think it's real. But two, if it is real, if it really did happen, I bet you it was like something like sexually inappropriate. Like I bet you it was one of those parasocial fans who thought they were dating one of the girls and gave him like a hotel key. Like I don't think it's anything crazy. Like I was joking like when I said like a sex toy. Like I think it's something like a hotel key or something like that, or like or like his address or something. Like something like that. But I don't think it was anything like crazy crazy, but crazy in the sense of Korean society crazy. But not American crazy. But anyway. Oh, and this is a group I like. VVS. Um, oh, let me pull VVS up so you can see them because I'm not gonna play any music videos. But VVS, uh, they're not on any of the big labels, so that's probably why you never heard of them. But I've heard of them, and I've watched a few of their live streams because they all speak English, and I think they're based in America, because the person who owns their company is an American producer, and he'll do live streams with them. And some of their music videos look like they're filmed in America, but I could be wrong. But that's neither here nor there. This group comes off as a uh, younger version of Kiss of Life. Like this group is very sexy. Like if Kiss of Life and VVS combined and made a super group of 9 members, it would be the sexiest group of all time. Okay, I'm not kidding. Their songs, I'm not saying their songs sound the same, but the songs have the same feeling of, um, like we know we're good looking, we know we're hot, we're gonna, sing about being it's like we're gonna sing about being a hot chick, I guess. Anyway, they put out a YouTube short, and I have watched it 300 times in a row. I'm not gonna play the sound, obviously, but I have played this 300 times in a row. I'm not exaggerating. Okay, like they know how to do fan service. This is peak fan service. They have millions of shorts. Okay, they have hundreds of shorts. Okay, but like I'm saying, it's like Kiss of Life vibes, but it's like one step above Kiss of Life. So like Kiss of Life does it by the dance moves and like the clothes, but like this is just simplified. It's like we know what guys like. We're like 5 hot chicks. We dress hot. We keep it simple. Like I like it. It's like very simple, but it's like on the same level of sexiness as Kiss of Life, but it's just like parallel. But like I used to watch their live streams. Well, I said used to because I haven't seen a live stream recently because like YouTube hasn't like notified me, so I don't know if they've done anymore. But I used to watch their live streams and like like they would dress normal, and the owner of the company would be, or the producer slash owner would like interview them and just talk to them about just like basic everyday things, like nothing special. It's just to get to know the girls better, but they dress normal, like t-shirts and jeans. So like even on the live streams, they're not like promoting a a I guess a visual aspect of themselves. It's just to get to know them because it's kind of hard to get to know someone when they're dressed like this. But then I like how they have the flip side where in their music videos in the shorts they show the visual side of themselves, because it's like this alone makes me like them, but I actually like their music. But I'm just saying this is great advertising, and so I just want to acknowledge the fact that VVS is doing the right thing. And if more groups did this, because like, what's the point of having a group? Because like every member of this group is really hot, so I don't see why a group should waste. And the same thing with NewJeans. Like every member of NewJeans, I remember when NewJeans first came out, I was like, damn, like this is like NewJeans was the best looking group I've ever seen in my life. I was like, damn, every girl's hot. And NewJeans did the right thing. They leaned into it. Hence, that's why their fan base is like 25 to 45-year-old men. But see, if VVS was on a bigger label and did this, they would have gone viral. I'm just saying. But that's all I gotta say. You guys have a good one. I'm gonna go back to watching this video. Peace.